The screen fades into a glowing full moon. A bicycle silhouette rises into the sky, framed against its light. It's a single image, yet instantly, we're back in 1982. Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extraterrestrial had just entered theaters and changed movie history. But E.T. was never just a science fiction tale. It was a story of friendship, wonder, and childhood innocence. Families filled theaters. Children cried. Parents held their breath as a small alien reached out his glowing finger and whispered, "I'll be right here." For millions, that moment became a memory frozen in time. But what of the actors who gave that memory life? What became of Elliot, Gertie, and the family who welcomed an alien into their home? More than 40 years have passed. Some found lasting stardom. Others stepped away. And a few left us far too soon. Join us as we rediscover the cast of E.T., then and now, in 2025. Their journeys tell us as much about time as they do about cinema. Henry Thomas, Elliot. Henry Thomas was only 10 years old when he became Elliot, the boy who befriends E.T. born September 9, 1971. His audition left Spielberg in tears, sealing his place in history. The role defined childhood innocence. His final goodbye, with trembling voice and tear-filled eyes, is still considered one of the greatest child performances ever captured. After E.T., Thomas appeared in Legends of the Fall and Gangs of New York. In recent years, he found a second career in Netflix's gothic dramas, including The Haunting of Hill House. Though early fame brought challenges, he endured, balancing his craft with a quieter family life in Oregon. In 2019, he returned as Elliot for a nostalgic commercial, reminding fans of the boy who once flew across the moon. Today, at 54, Thomas remains an actor of quiet resilience. But if his story was steady, the youngest co-star's journey was anything but. Drew Barrymore. Gertie. At just 6 years old, Drew Barrymore lit up the screen as Gertie, Elliot's sharp and witty little sister. Born February 22, 1975, she charmed Spielberg with her boldness during auditions, claiming she played in a punk band. Her childhood stardom, however, was both a gift and a curse. By her teenage years, she faced struggles with addiction that played out under relentless tabloid glare. Yet, she emerged from those shadows stronger. Barrymore built a career that spanned decades, with beloved roles in Never Been Kissed, Charlie's Angels, and 50 First Dates. She also became a producer, entrepreneur, and the host of her own talk show. Now 50, she is celebrated as a survivor and a beloved voice in Hollywood. Her transformation remains one of resilience and reinvention. While Barrymore's journey was turbulent, the woman who played the children's mother carried her own enduring warmth. Dee Wallace, Mary. Dee Wallace brought heart and grounding to E.T. as Mary, the loving single mother. Born December 14, 1948, she was 33 during filming and already known for her work in horror. Classics like The Howling and later Cujo. Her portrayal of Mary captured the challenges of parenthood while balancing humor and vulnerability. Off-screen, Wallace built a remarkable career spanning hundreds of credits, from Critters to Supernatural. But acting wasn't her only calling. She became a respected author and spiritual teacher, writing books on empowerment and healing. Fans often remark that her kindness on screen mirrors her life philosophy. Now 76, Wallace remains active, still appearing in films while guiding others through her workshops and writings. Her warmth continues to inspire. But the role of father figure fell not to a parent, but to the quiet authority of Peter Coyote's Keyes. Peter Coyote. Keyes. Peter Coyote entered E.T. as the mysterious government agent known simply as Keyes. Born October 10, 1941, he was 40 during filming, embodying authority, yet offering unexpected tenderness in the story's final act. Coyote's deep, resonant voice became his signature, leading to an extraordinary career as a narrator for award-winning documentaries. Most famously, those of Ken Burns. His acting credits ranged from Jagged Edge to Bitter Moon. Off-screen, Coyote lived as a counterculture activist, author, and even an ordained Zen Buddhist priest. His memoirs revealed a life as adventurous as any film. Now in his 80s, Coyote continues to write and lend his voice to stories of history and humanity. His calm presence has only deepened with time. But from government suits to teenage brotherhood, the film's heartbeat also belonged to Robert McNaughton as Michael. Robert McNaughton. Michael. Robert McNaughton was just 15 when he played Michael, Elliot's older brother. Born December 19, 1966, he gave the role of protective sibling a natural warmth. Unlike some of his co-stars, McNaughton chose a quieter path. After a handful of roles, including I Am the Cheese, he stepped away from Hollywood in the late 1980s. He built a stable career as a postal worker in Arizona, living far from the spotlight. In recent years, he has returned to conventions, reconnecting with fans and sharing fond memories of filming. At 58, he remains grateful for the place E.T. holds in cinematic history. While McNaughton embraced ordinary life, another classmate of Elliot's, Erika Eleniak, would step into the bright lights of fame. Erika Eleniak, pretty girl. Her role in E.T. lasted only a moment. Erika Eleniak was just 12 when Elliot, under E.T.'s influence, kissed her during a classroom scene. Born September 29, 1969, it was a blink-and-miss performance. But for Eleniak, it opened unexpected doors. She rose to prominence as one of the original stars of Baywatch, later appearing in Under Siege and posing for Playboy. Fame brought glamour, but also challenges with body image and public scrutiny, struggles she has spoken about candidly. Now, in her mid-50s, Eleniak lives a quieter life, occasionally acting in independent films while staying connected to fans. Her career is a reminder of how even a fleeting role can launch decades of work. But not every member of the cast saw their story continue. Some voices belong to the past, like Pat Welsh. Pat Welsh, voice of E.T. behind E.T.'s unforgettable voice, was Pat Welsh, an actress born February 11, 1915. Spielberg discovered her gravelly tones, shaped by years of smoking, while searching for the right sound. Welsh was not a household name, but her voice carried extraordinary power. That raspy timbre transformed a puppet into a living, breathing character. With just a few words, E.T. phone home, she etched herself into cinematic eternity. Welsh appeared in few films after E.T., preferring a private life. She passed away in 1995 at the age of 79. Though gone, her voice continues to echo across generations, instantly recognized by audiences worldwide. Her chapter closed decades ago, but another young actor in the film would find a career stretching into the present. C. Thomas Howell. C. Thomas Howell, Tyler C. Thomas Howell was 15 when he played Tyler, one of Elliot's adventurous friends. Born December 7, 1966, his role was small, but it launched him toward stardom. Just a year later, Howell starred in The Outsiders alongside Hollywood's rising icons. He followed with Red Dawn, Soul Man, and countless television appearances. Though his career had peaks and valleys, Howell never stopped working, shifting between film, TV, and even music. In the 2000s, he appeared in Criminal Minds, The Walking Dead, and Southland. Fans admire his adaptability, moving effortlessly from teen heartthrob to seasoned character actor. Now in his late 50s, Howell continues to act and perform, his passion undimmed. His story proves how even a brief ride through Spielberg's universe could fuel a lifetime in the arts. And so, we return to the film's enduring legacy. E.T. was more than a film. It was a window into childhood dreams, told through the faces of actors who grew, endured, and left their marks in very different ways. Some became household names. Others chose quiet lives. A few are no longer with us, yet together, they created a story that still glows like starlight. Their transformations remind us not only of cinema's magic, but of our own journeys through time. Which cast member touched you most? Share your memory in the comments, and join us next time as we revisit another beloved classic of Hollywood's golden age, because, as E.T. once promised, he'll be right here.